Hi all, in this video we will see how to give restricted screen permissions based on roles. To configure the screen permissions, first you have to go to Employees, More, under Employees, under Set Permissions you can give the screen permissions role wise. Before giving the screen permissions, first you have to assign the roles to the employees. For that you have to go to this role mapping, roles. Once you created the employees and once the logins been released, then only you will able to find the list of employees here. For each employee you can select a particular role. By default, for all the employees, employee role will be assigned. Whoever the reporting managers, you can select the role as manager and you can select those employees who are all the reporting managers. Then you have to click on apply. That role will get changed to manager. Similarly, if you want to give a HR role to any particular employee, you can select the role as HR. You can enable that role to a particular employee and then you have to click on apply. And same way, if you have a director or CEO of a company where you want to give entire roles, such cases you can choose role as employer, then you have to select that particular employee and then you have to apply. First you have to assign the roles. These are the standard roles based on which you can enable the screen permissions. You have to assign these roles to the employees. And whoever employees logins been released so far, those employees names only it will reflect here in the employee role mapping. Once you map the roles, then role wise to enable the screen permissions, you have to go to More, Employees, Payroll Access, Set Permissions. Here you can choose a role. For example, HR, if you want to give all the screen permissions, that you have to select under main menu, whatever the fields that you want to give. For HR, if you want to enable employee creation, everything, you can give all the tabs: employee creation, create employee, import employee, manage employee fields, employee master where HR can view all the employee details. And if you want to do salary revisions, all the tabs you can enable to the employee HR role, then you have to save it. Likewise, you can choose whatever the screens that you have to give here under main menu and then you have to enable those screens. Then you have to save it. Like whichever screens that you want to give, you can select a particular role. Under main menu you can select the menus, then you can enable the screens accordingly. Same way, for managers, if you want to give the approval screens like leave approvals, reimbursement approvals, you can choose the transactions. By default, few screens will be assigned. If you want to give any additional screens, you can give here. Like reimbursement, manager approvals, leave approval, all this approval screens you can give to managers. By default, employee screens permissions will be configured. So based on the roles, whatever you assign under the role mapping, that roles you have to choose here and role wise you have to give the screen permissions. So their ESS logins, in that particular employee ESS login, whatever the menus you enable here based on the roles, that will reflect for each employee differently. Okay, like this you can enable different screen permissions for different roles. Okay, thank you for watching this video.